Yeah, so this is going to be ICT gold trading strategy. I was not active from 2 weeks maybe, but consistently I would be now providing you education. So this is ICT time-based game I'm about to unveil. This model demands your full attention as it not goes beyond just identifying reversals. In this video, we'll uncover how to spot both continuation trades and reversal trades effectively. We've mostly been talking on the reversals, but now in this case scenario, we'll be talking on continuation too, and also we'll be looking for reversals. So the key element of this model lies in a recurring time window during which we anticipate price to either signal continuation of the trend or a reversal after raw liquidity. As we discussed, this model is time-based, so there is no need to wait all the day. Instead, you focus on a specific hour or time zone. Key insights to secret model. So simply we'll be marking the 9:30 opening price and 11 a.m. as a recurring time period window to identify potential setups. We'll wait for the liquidity sweep to confirm our trade. We will wait for market structure shift on 1-minute time frame and align with SMT divergence in correlated pairs, ensuring high probability reversal. Now, in that case scenario, you might be thinking that one only will be looking for 1-minute time frame. No, you should be keeping the buys in your mind and the drawn liquidity. Then we'll be simply identifying setups in 1-minute time frame. Let's break it down with visual example. So now we have these correlated pairs, right? This is the XAGUSD, which is silver, and we have this XAUUSD. If you look up at this, we have the 9:30 and 11 a.m. time window. We simply have shifted the structure, but we have failed to sweep out this low in that time window, and we have this drawn liquidity. We have been coming from all the way from this key support area. So now we'll be simply looking up at another pair, which is what we are going to trade, which is the XAUUSD, which is gold, right? So we have this 9:30 and 11 a.m. time window. We want to see price to sweep out this low on XAUUSD and should not be sweeping the low in silver. Or either silver should be sweeping the low and gold should not be sweeping the low, the same low at the same time. We'd not be looking for these lows, or if we want to see the SMT divergence, the same low should not be taken out on any correlated pair. Right? This is what we call the SMT divergence. Now, this was for the continuation of the trend, but if you want to look up at the reversals, we have this example. So we have simply the XAGUSD, which is silver. We have 9:30 price and also 9:30 to 11. We have simply shifted the structure. Here we have failed to take out this high, but if you look up at gold, we have sweep out the high and shifted the structure. We can be entering from the fair value gap right there, or break a block. I already created a video on unicorn model, which is here you can be amplifying. You can be using it in any time frame, any kill zone. It is high probable, right? So this is where I'm going to use the unicorn model, which is a breaker block plus fair value gap. Either you can be using 2022 model in that case scenario. Let's go and get into the charts to understand it. Trading view chart example, right? So we are on the 15-minute time frame. We want to mark out the 9:30 price opening, which is this, and also we got the fair value gap, and we also have the sell side liquidity below these lows, right? And now we want to see price to come below the fair value gap. At this time, our drawn liquidity is this fair value gap, right? So we want to simply see price to trade below it. And then we want to see reversals or whatever you want, right? So the 9:30 price, we want to see price to come below it. Then we will be simply going for the 1-minute time frame. So now we've been just going off of it, right? And now we want to see the shift in the market in 1-minute time frame. So we have this buy side liquidity. We should be keeping this in our mind that we simply will be looking for another correlated pairs for SMT divergence, right? So let's see what's going to happen. We simply take out these highs and also we have another high, right? So we would be simply waiting for the price to shift, give us a shift, right? And this is also going to be the silver bullet time window, which is the 10 a.m., right? So we want to see simply the highs should not be trading, and then we'll be simply looking for the displacements below these lows, right? So we simply will be marking out these lows. And we want to see the body closure, not a wick, right? So let's go and see. Simply took out this another high, and now we got this low, which is our swing low, right? We have simply shifted the market structure. We have this fair value gap, which we have been trading, right? We simply took out the sales stops. We should be having the SMT divergence, right? In that case scenario. So now we can be simply looking for the reversals, right? So we have this fair value gap right there, and we simply would be putting our stop loss above these highs, and we'll be targeting these lows and also these, or either you can be just right. So we have this fair value gap to target. So let's see what is going to happen. We simply hit this fair value gap, which is this, and we want to see price to simply go below it, right? So we have another fair value gap right there. We simply should be hitting the break even if we are hitting 1 hour, right? So let's see if it is hitting our actual target or just going above, right? So with this fair value gap again, and we just playing out, let's see if we are going to take out these highs. So we have traded this fair value gap again. Right now, we want to see price should be reversing off of these fair value gaps, right? If not, then we simply, if we're taking out these low, I would be simply putting trade into break even if price is going to take out these lows, right? Let's see. Simply hitting this fair value gap again and price. Now I will be simply keeping the price in break even and taking out the sum of the partials and moving my price to take out these lows, right? So let's see what is going to happen. So we simply hit this position where we are going to take out the partials, and now we want to move our stop loss above these highs, like we would be simply trailing our stop loss above these highs as to actually be in a profit if we are hitting it, and then simply let it go. So let's see if it is going below it or even or hitting our stop loss and profit, right? Simply we are out there after hitting 2 RR. Yeah, so this is another example. We have been simply bullish, right? So we want to see a continuation trade. Why? Because there we have the drawn liquidity, which is the high term from fair value gap, right? So we are bullish. Now this fair value gap is a breakaway gap, right? And we have the redeliver rebalance price PDRA, right? Which is this. So I don't want to see price to trade in this fair value gap, which should be the breakaway gap, right? So this is going to be the simply breakaway gap. So this is not what I'm looking for price to come below, right? So this is the redeliver rebalance price. So price has simply touched it, and I want to see price to go above, right? So let's go in 1 minute time frame what it is going to do actually, right? So the 1 minute time frame, we have this, and now we want to see price to simply trade into this again and then go above, right? So let's see what is going to happen. So we simply have swept out the 930 low, putting price, right? And we are now trading from this break block, right? So you have nice opportunity from going long. Why? Because we have the SMT divergence and another asset. I've created already video on SMT divergence. I will be putting it in the description to watch it, to understand it more better, right? So we have this breakup block. We simply can be looking over entries from the breakup blocks, right? And we also got the SMT divergence in the lows, which is this. If you look up, right? And also we have the shift again, right? You can be simply entering from this breakup block for the continuation of the trend, because we have the SMT divergence right there. We simply have taken out this low in this pair, but if you look up at the XAG we have not swept it, right? So this is what we call the SMT divergence, right? So SMT, and now we want to simply look for the price to go above, right? So you can be entering from this breaker. This is the low of SMT, which is going to be protected. You can be entering from this, or either you can be simply entering from this breaker block, right? So we want to go for the 1 to 2, right? And then we would be simply letting price go, right, for the continuation of the trade. So we simply are going to hit it, right? Now we simply hit 2RR, right? Right, you can be just simply going to the charts, and back test is very beautiful, like it's amazing. It works 100% on the charts if you look up.